Sarah.
Hi, my name is Cassie. We are both registered dietitians here at Living Hope Eating Disorder Treatment Center. Today we're going to be talking about some of the struggles that are associated with grocery shopping. We know that it can be a challenging time for people who are, recovering from an eating disorder, so we're here to offer some tips and tips for yourself and tips that family and friends could offer as well.
So one of the most common struggles that we hear from people recovering from eating disorders is that it can be pretty easily and quickly overwhelming when they're going to a grocery store when it's busy. When there's a lot of people, a lot of chaos, a lot of movement, they can quickly become overwhelmed and lose the ability to focus on what they're there for, which is grocery shopping.
And for that, we recommend, finding a time that works best for you and your schedule, whether that's, going early in the morning where, there's not as big of a crowd, or going later in the evenings, avoiding that big rush hour that's, in grocery stores. So whatever works with your schedule best is what. Another struggle is choosing a store that is quite large and has a lot of variety, to choose from.
And so what we recommend is that you try out different grocery stores that are a little smaller and actually have less selection. So when you're walking through doing your shopping, you have a little easier time choosing the foods that you need.
Another thing that almost anyone runs into is overhearing the diet talk. If we hear someone from the next aisle over talking about the diet that they just started or the foods that they're buying for their new diet, that can be really triggering, especially for someone that's going through an eating disorder.
And so while those are things that we can't necessarily avoid or prevent happening anywhere we go, some tips that we can do is have a friend or family member come with you to the grocery store and serve as a distractor, have a conversation, just keep it busy. Or if you prefer to go grocery shopping alone, maybe put in some headphones and listen to some music so you're not hearing the jabber around you.
And there's also a lot of guilt associated with, what foods we're choosing at the grocery store. We can feel really ashamed of going up to the checkout. And so in these next few clips, we're going to provide some examples and kind of show that reasoning behind why all foods need to be a part of our life. Oftentimes these are foods that we are told that we should avoid by diet culture, but if we are craving these foods, if these are the foods that we're wanting, for a midday snack or something, then that's something that we should allow our bodies to have. If we're restricting these foods, it's going to create that really intense craving later on, and we might lose control if we're having it, allowing ourselves to have it later
on. So we want to promote that all foods fit in a diet, and we can enjoy these foods, and that can help prevent the restriction and binge cycle later on. A lot of times society can have this negative stigma against deli meats, when in actuality they provide the same important nutrients that a fresh chicken breast baked from the oven can provide us. But a lot of times these can be more convenient for people than baking or cooking or something.
So it's a common myth that we should cut back on, our sugars and our creamers and our coffee. However, that's just another form of restriction, and we should be able to, enjoy the creamers that sound good to us in the moment and choose based on our preferences rather than, believing that diet culture myth. It has a huge selection at stores. Carol will speak a little bit on these two products here.
So here we can see two, essentially they're the same, vanilla yogurt, same amount, with almost 2 or 3 times the price, because this one is marketing that it has probiotics, when all yogurts contain probiotics and good bugs for our gut health. They provide the same amount of nutrients, the same amount of calcium, but this one charges more just because of the labeling. Grocery store, you're often in these larger stores bombarded with lots of choices, and you see these larger ones. They also have healthier selections with more diet culture labels. You'll see this spaghetti meatless meatballs is labeled low calorie, low fat, meatless, non-GMO, vegan, and probably a lot more labels. But we also see relatively equivalent products that are also cheaper.
It's also important to mention that this meal right here is around $4 to $5, and you can get these meals here that are offering, just the same nutritional value, and you can get 3 of these for $4. And so as you can see, we're flooded with all of these health claims, and so this is where we recommend to get with a dietitian if you don't have one already. That way you can learn more about these health claims, and the dietitian can debunk those diet culture myths for you.
Another big barrier that we see is this push and pull morality between should I buy organic or should I buy conventional, and the struggles that a lot of people have in their head, the arguments that they hear in the media can be pretty overwhelming. So in these next snapshots, we'll show you some common produce, organic, conventional, and then we'll chat about that.
And so the problem with people pushing those organic foods onto others is that a lot of the times people don't have the resources to purchase those foods, and it can create that guilt of, you know, oh, I'm not able to eat what this person is eating, or I'm not able to follow this diet because I don't have the resources to purchase these. So that's why we want to, you know, really push that all foods are, you know, they're all okay to have. We should be able to allow ourselves to have these conventional foods if that's what, you know, what our budget allows.
And we'll provide a link below to provide some more information on some common myths around organic products.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for our next video where we debunk the common misconceptions over processed foods.